Hello, fellow diggers. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Jet Ski John told me that it was starting to look like an international coin shop. Little bit. I got Australian coins there, and British coins, and British coins, and British coins, and old British coins, and then I got American coins, all wheats and Indians and buffaloes, and got my Morgan, my original Morgan, that 1878 Morgan, and that 1964 quarter right there. There's that first Indian head and that first buffalo that I put in there, and there's that one. Where are you at, you rascal? Back off of it. There's that one steel cent, the 1943 MS-63 steel. And then over here, of course, there's some more British coins. But anyway, I got through cleaning up my new bunch of coins. I better turn on the overhead light. See if I can make the, oh yeah, I think this will make it come out a little bit better. But anyway, you see here's my new plaque, and that thing is a monster. But there's my new Morgan. And this one is a, what are you? An 1883, and then right up under it's a 1964 Kennedy half. And that one ain't going in the gas tank, by God. That one's silver. And then up here, I want to do mine and my wife's birth years. So after finding out there is no silver dollar for our birth year, I left room right here for the halves. So I have a half dollar, dime, and then penny. And I've got the 57 and 58 pennies here somewhere. I just need to go through my board and find it and do a little swapperoo. And then I've got all those war nickels and my new buffalo and my V nickel all down here. Super Drew said, you know that damn 1943 war nickel is in on that site that I told you about for $9.20 something. Well, I didn't pay that for it. I paid $4.95 for that war nickel and 3 other nickels that went with it. So sorry, but I got a couple of really nice war nickels. Got that one, which is the 43 in question, and there's another one in here. I think it's the second one in line that's also about a BU. And then I got that 1926 Indian head and that 1907 V nickel. And then I've got the few wheat pennies that I picked up this time. 1929 heads up, and then a 1929 tails up, since I got 2 of them. And then got 5 more wheat pennies besides. So when I find where the 1957 and 58 pennies are, I've got a couple of pennies I can shift around and make it work. But that's a big frame, and it's going to take a minute to fill that one. I mean, it goes from the windowsill all the way to the corner almost, and a little bit of room on each side. But that is a big frame, and that is the one Morgan, the 1888 Morgan there, and then the 1878 Morgan here. So there's 10 years difference in them. So I've actually got me 2 Morgans. I am so tickled to death. I love Morgan silver dollars. I think probably out of American coinage, when you're not talking about gold coins, if you leave gold coins completely out of the conversation, just silver and copper and nickel, and you say, okay, well, what is your favorite, all-time favorite American coin? It's got to be the Morgan. It's got to be the Morgan, hands down. I mean, that is one more beautiful coin. And it's a New Orleans mint mark, which I did look up with both of them. Both of them have a New Orleans mint mark. So that's good. They had one with an S, but like that lady that came in and was looking at the coins in the bin, and well, which one should I get? Blah 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 blah. And I said, it really doesn't matter. She said, so it's not gonna make me rich? I said, no ma'am, if it was any good it wouldn't be out here. They already taken out the good ones. And the guy behind the counter is grinning and nodding his head, so he knew I was right, because the owner is a coin collector, and if there was a coin that was really worth something, it was out already. But anyway, got that frame started, and it's going to take a while. That one's going to take a while to finish up. And I'm going to have to put a lot more thought into this one, and I'm going to try and put a lot more of the silver coinage in it. I know there's going to be a couple of dimes and a couple of halves, but I want to put more dimes and more halves and more quarters, and more war nickels, if I can find them, in this one than I did in this one. This one is just about all wheat pennies, and there's not a damn thing wrong with wheat pennies, except for these three Indians right here. One little, two little, three little Indians, and then four little Indians right up there, and then they've got one, two, three buffaloes to hunt. But yeah, there's nothing at all wrong with that, and that shows off the wheat cents and the Indians and the buffaloes, and there's not a damn thing wrong with that. But I would like for this plaque to have just a little bit more color in it when it's all pennies, which, you know, it kind of makes sense for my plaque to be all pennies. After all, I am the penny digger. But I would like this one to have a little bit more silver in it. I wouldn't mind being known as a silver digger if I could find some place to start digging silver. Huh? Anyway, guys, I wanted to come back on and let y'all see how I can't say finished product, because we're a long way from that. But wanted you to see how it's turning out. Alright, gentlemen, this is Penny Digger, and we are out.